Hangs in there. Here comes a 1-2. So close. I definitely would have swung at that. Strike 3 and strikeout number 3. Julio Rodriguez shuffles into the box. Front foot heavy. Looked tempting early, but stayed away. Great job. And that's sent foul. The righty kicks and delivers. Lives to see another pitch. The pitch to Julio. Sweet spot. Schwarber sprinting towards it. Bangs off the wall. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Batting fifth, designated hitter
Kyle Schwarber ready to swing it with a runner on second. Fouled away. And the righty kicks and delivers. Runner on the move. Safe. That was not close. And the pitch. Tough one. Shake it off. Fernando Tatis Jr., the next card off the deck. Swing and a miss. It's tough hitting that Yamamoto fastball. Out of the zone, the cutter misses. In the air, headed to left center. Hauls it in. That's the third out. The Volunteers get out of the inning without any damage done. And we're still tied up. Joe Mack gets us going in this frame. Puts it on the ground up the middle. Albies handles, and there's one down. One of the young dynamic stars in the game, Bobby Witt Jr., steps to the plate. Into center field, that falls for a hit. Ceddanne Rafaela in the box with a runner on first. Still looking for a hit. 0 for 1 after flying out to center. The lefty sets, kicks, fires. In the air, headed to right. Tatis settles under it. Takes it in for the out. Kyle Schwarber ready to hit. Went with the slider. Not uncommon for him to start an at-bat with that pitch. Doesn't connect. He was late. Pitcher with the advantage now at 1-2. Al Leiter hits the strikeout. That wraps up the top of the third. Stay tuned. Francisco Lindor ready to start this inning. Went with the cutter, favoring that pitch more than any other. Here's the 0-2. Off the plate, that's a ball. Called a ball. Not sure it was. Run it back. And the righty sets, kicks, fires. Still alive at the plate. 2-2. Here comes. On the ground to second. Marte over to pick it up. And that's the first out of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Gets a piece to it. 0-2 on the way. Strike three. Third time recording a strikeout with the curveball. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. His first at bat resulted in a strikeout. Fouls it off. The 0-1 now. Goes with the fastball, but misses. Finds its way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Jose Ramirez up next to the dish. Delivers a cutter out of the zone. Harper leads off first with 2 down. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Hits it foul. Misses the zone. Uncle Charlie gets the job done again. 4th strikeout with that. Back here in the ATL, Al Leiter returns to the mound for his 4th inning of work. Alonso leading things off and takes the first pitch for a strike. Line drive. That gets down into the gap. Alonso headed for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here. We see Ketel Marte up now. Started his career in Seattle before getting traded to Arizona. Now he's a star in the desert and in DD. 1-1 the count. Ground ball hit to Ramirez. They get him, and it was close. A member of the Spotlight Series steps in the box, Joe Adell. Pete Alonso waiting in scoring position, looking to come home. And no one can run it down. Coming home. He scores, and they take the lead. And he'll beat the throw. That's a double. Kevin McGonigal comes to the plate following the go-ahead double. First pitch misses for a ball. Ground ball hit to Lindor. Not in time, and he reaches safely. Carlos Correa up now with runners at first and second. 0 for 1 on the day. Swings, it's a ground ball to the right side. Tags the runner for 1. Getting ready to hit, Joe Mack. No contact with the off-speed pitch off the plate. In the air, out to left. Brings it in for the 3rd out. The Volunteers play. Will Smith leads off with his team playing from behind. He struck out swinging first time up. Tried to steal a strike, but you're the security guard. Close game here in Diamond Dynasty. Cleared the hips early. Even legends whiff sometimes. You're all right.
Now batting for New York. Left fielder.
It's been a masterpiece on the mound, and now stepping into the Lions' den, Juan Soto. Boots it. And the tying run is on base. Julio Rodriguez peacocks to the plate as a parallel 5 card. He doubled in his first at bat. The 0-1. Out of the zone with the cutter. Way to go. Not chasing that junk. Hooks it foul. Soto leads off first with 1 away. Not finished yet. Here comes a pitch. For the 5th time today, the curve gets the K.
Now batting for the Seminoles.
Next to the plate in this 9-inning game, Kyle Schwarber. Swings and it's ripped up the middle. Base hit. Lead runner around second. And the tying run puts on the brakes at third base. Fernando Tatis Jr. at the dish with runners at the corners. 0 for 1, looking to change that here. You knew better than to swing there. And fouled away. Never a doubt. Outstanding take. Misses the zone with the cutter. Line drive, sliced the other way. That's a base hit. Soto touches the plate. Schwarber around third. To the plate, safe. Francisco Lindor strolled to the dish with a lead now, thanks to that important swing we just saw. And that goes foul. Laid off a pitch that was very close to the zone. That's elite focus. And that gets a piece of it. So now runners at first and second thanks to the hit by pitch. And in the batter's box now, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 so far today. And it drops in for a hit. The run comes in from second. It's 3-1. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Bryce Harper next to hit after the RBI single. Seminoles, 2 runners on. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Swing and a drive. That was loud off the bat. It's out of here. A perfect home run. Absolutely tattooed that one. And now that makes it a 5-run game. Ramirez gets a chance to follow up that swing from Harper. Struck out last time. It was the curveball that got him. So they turn to the righty out of the pen. Tyler Rogers. The Volunteers make the switch after the 3-run blast. Lights it away. Ramirez ready. Fouls it. The Seminoles already with 6 runs in the inning. Slider. Strike 3. And that's the inning. So they played 6 runs in the frame. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.